welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 2023 Game Save with Darwen FC. We're doing absolute bits so far here in our first season at the helm, approaching the Christmas break. That's all, the Christmas period. Of course, currently coming at you first in the table. It is very, very tight. Defeat in our next game could see us back down to third or fourth, depending on how things go, probably third. Of course, it is a couple of results going the wrong way and you're tumbling out the playoffs, but we have hit a nice run of form. I think the last time we were with you, when was that? We did lose to Runcorn, maybe. They were flying high. St. Helens Runcorn, but we've managed to grow together as a team. Let's turn the clock back to, I don't know when the last game was, but we're going to start here, I guess. Was it this one? Was it the cup game against Blackpool? But we came out on top 1-1 in the end. McNabb with an early goal, penalties, Bond scoring, of course, the decisive one. 4-2 winners over Daisy Hill. Next, 2 goals from Scott Hadland, free kick specialist. Tyreek McCallum also with a couple. Maybe you did see that one. Ickley Town, we beat them 3-1. Actually, McCallum's been on a right good goal scoring form. He got a couple there. Basterfield with another. Kiprianu for Ickley Town. Back up Borough, 1-0. Bond with the only goal. He's not scored as many as I'd hoped. Ashton Town 4-1 win. Basterfield with a couple there. McCallum and Stacey Cartwright. 2-1 win over Garstang United. Basterfield with a couple. Riley as well. And a 3-2 Division Cup win over Cheadle Town. An own goal. Basterfield, McCallum both on score sheets. And most recently, just a 2-1 win over St. Helens. Joe Pickett coming in. Now, who is Joe Pickett? I've been doing more transfer dealings since you were last with me. We lost Mesa. I thought I told you about that. I did bring in Aaron Miller on a loan, and he's absolutely a nice little pickup here. And I think I might have found a little bit of a loophole, perhaps. I picked him up on loan. He's here on loan, and he's on 7.02 rated so far. But I've also gone ahead and made the deal permanent, of course. Transfers in the future is going to happen, so he will be with us next season on a full-time, whatever, part-time deal. So I think he's a good young addition, only 19 years of age, and we should be doing more deals just like that. Aaron Miller was one of them. Sammy Hurst, I did a similar sort of deal, brought him in alone, but he is pretty shitty. I've not got much out of him so far. And the last one here, Joe Pickett, is on loan. He is a winger. His stats so far for New Mills were pretty good, 11 assists. So I'm moneyballing this from the now, and of course brought him in on loan with a view to a permanent deal. So we are crafting this team from the get-go. Today we are of course taking on Atherton, who we've played once already. We beat them 2-1 way back when. This is the away time now as we flip into the second half of the season, I think. This is the halfway point, and we're doing okay. And Stilton, who are, where are they in the table? They're in 60th. So a bit of hot and cold. We'll play those two, and then of course we'll plough on forward to probably take on these guys again in about a month or so's time. Nelson and Atherton or Exton Villa or something like that. But anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and take on Atherton, who are fourth, and of course a win for them and a defeat for us could see us bumping uglies. That sounds a bit dodgy, but it is. It sounds very, very dodgy. But we'll see how it goes. Up against Atherton. At our place. Nope, at their place. At their bloody... Okay, folks, here we go with, of course, our first game of the video. Taking on Atherton at their place. They are fourth. A win for them. They could go up to second. Of course, a draw. Wow, it doesn't not a draw, but a win will keep us top of the table heading into the next game of the video. So let's get into it. All right then, guys and gals. Here we go with the team. Hood, McNabb, Cartwright, Miller, of course, and Porter there. Andrews, Armstrong in the midfield slots. Bond on the left side. Pickett on the right. Basterfield and McCallum. Of course, I did pick up McCallum, didn't I? He was one of my transfers, was he? He was. So we'll see how all this... See this attacking quartet is my creation. Miller, of course, was brought in as well. I am looking forward to... I know it's still early days to the pre-season, but I'm looking forward to rebuilding this team from the ground up. So here we go. Can we get off to a fantastic start here? I guess a tricky Atherton. We have been on a good run, so let's hope for that to continue in this one. All right, let's get going. Let's get into it. 8 minutes in. XG's good for Darwen so far. Here we go on the attack. Right hand side, Bond, Basterfield, not where you want him. He loses it. Here comes Mills. Mills for the hosts. Pulls it back to Claxton. Long high ball, and Dean Atkinson is there. He's a troublemaker, and he knows where the net is. 12th goal of the season. Good goal it was. Far up. Should have been a berating, really, but that was a good goal for them. XG has just shot up, and they're straight on it again. Oh, goodness gracious me. And that's the beauty with the non-league, is you can kind of build this with a bit of customization. You know, a lot of teams are on, the players are on the same amount of money, which is nothing. You can scout the lower leagues, the same leagues. Cartwright free kick. Oh, McCallum. So we will be able to, hopefully, with a good pre-season, post-season, summer session, we could be able to create a team that will do us well, whether it's this season or next. Cartwright back to Hood. We do have 2 or 3 players already here, I think. Miller will be good next season. Hood's still good goalkeeper. Basterfield is scoring goals. But we need some youth in midfield, some real gems. Maybe Dean Atkinson. Leyland, he's hit the bloody bar. McNabb, we are tumbling down the table, I would imagine. See, we don't need the match stats over there. If we put the table, over there, we've got the match stats over here. Come on. We're remaining top, despite what's going on elsewhere. The XG is not really moved since that first goal. Dean Atkinson with the only goal so far. Let's make some changes, I think. I guess that's the best we can do, player-wise. Not much in it, I'm afraid. We're going for it here now. Hadland back to Porter. So far, this could be just a one and done. Screeched on the right-hand side. Great control. Wilson riding. Andrews shoots from range. Basterfield must have got a knock on it. Oh, it's been disallowed. Yeah, bastard. I thought we'd snatch something out of it. Unbelievable. Frustrating afternoon. We've been on a stellar run, but it's just not good enough indeed. But it does look like we may have held on to top spot here despite losing. But a good run of games, good run of results may have come to a crashing halt. All right, folks, it is a confirmed. We are still top of the table. Backup Borough slipping up to Chatterton. That's a surprise result. Atherton, though, with that victory, go up to second. A team that we'll be seeing again in one of the cups. So yeah, we haven't done and dusted with any. Yeah, first defeat in 7 games. Can we bounce back with our next one? Up against Steeton. It's another away day, tricky away day. Let's have a little look. Can we look at that form then? Bit more glory. Our away form. 4 defeats on the road. We're not good on the road. It is our home form. I think that's got us moving right. But anyway, next game coming at you in a second. Okay, folks, next up for us, it is the away day visit to Steeton. Currently at you in 15th spot, of course, Steeton. What's their form like heading into this? It's not been great. They haven't won since Ashton Town. So queue up a victory for the big fellas. Okay, folks, next up for us, it is Steeton, of course, who currently find themselves in 15th spot. Let's have a quick look at their run of events so far. They haven't picked up a victory since the 5th of November, where they beat Ashton Town. So they're long overdue for a victory. So up steps Darwen. All right then, and of course, a win for us will keep us top spot with the likes of Atherton taking on Holker OB, and of course, back at Borough on the road to Daisy Hill. Alright then, a couple of changes for us today. Hood between sticks, Andrews, McNabb, Miller, Porter. Lynch is back into the squad after injury. I don't think he's actually played for me so far this season, but he was a big pickup And of course, he is 29 years of age. He's got great mentals, good physicals, pace is a bit off, but we'll see how he fares. Hadland as well. Pickett out the net. We're going to put Screech on there with Pickett on the bench. Bond is on the left-hand side. McCallum and Basterfield. McCallum have already got 12 goals this season. Can he add to his tally? Let's give it our best bloody shot then, shall we? We need a win. Otherwise, we are going to be looking over our shoulders again. So let's get into it and give it a go on the road, which has been not great for us so far. Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's watch that XG shoot up there. Of course, there we go. Creeping up there already. Hood. Free kick. Spunts it up to the left-hand side. Andrews picks it up, playing out left-back. McNabb. Into midfield is Hadland. And is McCallum down the middle for Screech, who does get the shot off, and it goes out for a corner. Good start for Screech. Good start for Darwen. Hadland on corner duties. Pings it in. Headed clear. Only as far as McNabb. Nothing comes of it. Screech so far so good for him. Lynch wearing the captain's armband, of course, so it's good to have our midfield general back in the team. Free kick though for the hosts. Picked up by Screech, puts it all the way back. Picked up by Basterfield. Inwards we go. McCallum back to Basterfield. Then legging up nicely down the left-hand side. Bond over the top. It's terrible though. It's terrible. And here comes Skeeton. No, denied. Screech again, being the most active, and he goes for goal. XG's up there for 0.57 for us, 0.10 for Steeton so far, as we look to make things count. Andrews denies. Walsh with the free kick. Still alive for Skeeton, the host. From range, denied. Hadland now. Basterfield got a lot of work to do over the top. McCallum's there. Lone strike. Dinks it over the top. Should be legitimate. Great goal. Basterfield with the assist. McCallum, though, like I said, not like a Z, but like I said, with the final touch. Goal scoring form. However, how long does that last? Basterfield from the poor corner from Steeton. Can he deliver a telling cross? He cannot. It is bundled alive. Still in midfield though. Hadland. Screech again down the right. What's he going to do? Lays it on a plate for Porter. Going backwards to go forwards. Hadland to Porter. Porter all the way back to the keeper. Hood. McNabb. We're going down the left-hand side now. McNabb. Left-hand side to Andrews. Where's Bond when you need him? Lynch. Oh, McCallum ricochets. It's his day. I did highlight him at the start of the show. He's been on red-hot form. 2 for him today, and it could be game over already, but Steeton straight from kickoff. Straight from kickoff highlight usually means one of two things. It could be a goal, or it could be something else fantastic. Bondo, left-hand side. Oh, hits the woodwork. So close to putting the cherry on top for Bond, who's got a little bit cold with the goals. Hadland corner. Nothing on it. Lynch pulls it back. McNabb from range. It might have taken off a deflection, and it is another corner for Darwen. Nelson 3-0 up against Exton Villa. Hadland with the corner. There's not much dealt with that with Basterfield now. Dinks it in the top. Hadland picks it up. Looping effort. Williams powers it. Screech from range. Goes nowhere. Wow. Wow. 32 minutes on the clock, and we have looked good today in this one. Lynch to Bond. Over the top. McCallum on a hat-trick. Oh, not this time. Denied. Look at that. Suddenly a field of green in the attacking lines. Over the top. Headed towards goal, and Williams picks it up. What's going to come out from this? Big long kick. Nobody down there for Steeton. It's all Darwen. Sea of red over the top. Bond. McCallum. Go for the hat-trick. He gets it. Oh, I did say keep an eye out for McCallum. Bond, though, with the assist. We're looking straight from kickoff. This could be an absolute battering. Oh, it's picked up. Bond. Back to McNabb. We're going to call him McRib in a minute because it looks so close to McNabb. I might call him McRib. Should I call him McRib? We'll call him McRib if McCallum gets a fourth. Hadland over the top of his Screech. Oh, it's not going to be McCallum. Or is it? Is that it? Is that the highlight? It is the highlight. So McNabb could be named McRib by the end of this if McCallum gets a fourth goal. Over the top. Oh, picked up. McCallum. Hadland, back as he goes. Screech. McCallum, what you going to do? Down to Basterfield. That's poor. Poor passing. Lynch, down the middle. Basterfield. Oh, it's 4. It's a cherry on top. 22nd goal of the season for Basterfield. It's not even the new year yet. He's got 22 for the campaign. McCallum, though, wants McNabb's name changed to McRib. Will it happen? Scott pulls it back. Walsh. Oh, headed wide. McCallum, I'm going to keep him on. I'm not going to take him off because we want to see that happen. I would love to see McNabb being renamed McRib from here on into eternity. That's the challenge. I've just come up with a game. We're playing a game within a game. McNabb to be called McRib. Here he is, potentially. Is he going to be called McRib? Down the middle? No, not this time. Bond? No. Loose ball, Tachachi. Stinton looking to get himself back into it. Oh, Martau over the top. And so far, McNabb will remain McNabb and not McRib. Come on, get a penalty. Get a penalty or something. Demand more. I want more. I want to get him. I want to rename his ass. Rename his ass to McRib. Here we go, Porter. Screech pulls it back. Lynch. Oh, that's poor. Poor from the captain. Teo picked up by Miller. Oh, goes back to the keeper Hood. Ah, there is this team in here. There is a team in here. Over the top, Basterfield. Oh, took a ricochet. Williams with the grab. And that will alleviate that move. Oh. Goal line clearance. Hood showing his worth. And, of course, the final shot goes over the top here. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, guys. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I will make some changes, though. Pickett for Bond. Erdogan for Screech. Porter. Who can play at right back? Anyone play at right back? No. No one's playing at right back. Carl Armstrong for Lynch. How about that? First game back and all. Okay, that's all good. We'll remain top of the league. We've actually got a 3-point gap now. Atherton are drawing with Holker. That's what we want to see. But no, we cannot name McNabb to McRib. McCallum, though, with a hat-trick. Great goals. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And bounce-back ability just in time. All right, then, of course, 4-0 demolition job of Steaton puts them still above the drop zone, and of course us still top of the table ahead of the likes of Atherton, who are of course now 3 points adrift. They couldn't get the results in their favour, but so far so good for Darwin in our first season. That's what we want to see. Of course, we're going to plough on forward, but before we plough on forward, let's have a little look at the goal scoring charts here. Maguire's running away with 25 goals. Basterfield's up there with 19. McCallum's there with 14. James Bond, of course, our transfer, who's not really scored many for us, 3, but still chipping away with his efforts. So can Basterfield regain that? In fact, keep an eye on this guy, though. He is hitting a top form at the moment. Do we show form right now? Goals are, it's pretty good form. So in the next video, we're going to plough forward. I'm going to jump all the way through, possibly to Nelson Atherton, the quarterfinal, Atherton and Oxton Villa. Yeah, we'll do that one in a minute because they look like they're going to be contenders. So third place Nelson at the time. So I'm going to do 2, 4, 5 games off camera, but we'll be back very, very soon tomorrow for some more Out of the Shadows with Darwen FC. So far, so good as we continue. And we'll climb towards the top of the table. We were up there early. We had a little blip. Of course, we had a blip earlier in the video here today, but bounced back with a 4-0 win. We'll be back very, very soon, though. Until then, I'm out of here.